Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will discuss that how to make two input boxes, and give some values over here. When you will click, it will give the result by adding themselves. So if I give 1 and 1 and click here, it will give 2. And if I give 2 or 2, it will give 4. Or I can give any numbers and just like that, and it will add these two values with each other, and it will give the answer over here. So um, without any wasting time, so let's get started with the video. Welcome back. So as you know, for that we need three files: index.html, style.css, and app.js. So make three files like this. Just go and press here and type whatever you want and give the extension, and you will good to go. Okay, so we have already a boilerplate of HTML, so I will write only HTML, and I will generate the boilerplate, and the title we will give um, document object module addition. Okay, and most importantly, we will link our CSS file. At first, we have to cover up this thing, and next our JavaScript file. So script.src app.js. Okay. Next, what I have is that we will use a container, and in the container we will have input of like text, and this will be having a class of inp and id also of inp. Okay. Next, we will be having another input will be having of text, class of inp, and um, id of inp. Okay. Next, we will use button. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we will make a button, and this button will having an ID of btn. Okay, and this button will start a function when we will click. So it will we will give an attribute of on click, and on click my func. So whenever I will calculate the two values of this input, so we will use a function of my func. Make sure we have to do that. Okay. And the name of the button will be click or calculate. Okay. Next, we will having a result. So for showing the result, we will use p tag and p of id container 2. Okay, because we already have a container over here, so we cannot give the same name. So container 2. Of course, this is a class, so it will be nothing happen, but it's not the good way to give same names every time. Okay, so up until now, this is the thing of HTML. Next, we will start with JavaScript. Okay, so in JavaScript, we will give a function, and we will give a name of the function as myfunc, because we have implemented the myfunc. Like we have called our myfunc in the button with this name only, myfunc. So we make sure we have to give the same name, and we will open a curly brace bracket, and we will use a var of y equals document dot get element by id of inp, and we will have a value. Sorry. So we will give a value, and we will have a x equals document dot get element by id, and this will be inp2. Oops. Okay. And oops, sorry. Fine. Then we will have another value over here, and next we will have var x equals plus y plus z. Okay, this is a new theorem of like adding the numbers. Next we will have document dot get element by id of container 2. And then we will have inner. let's go and try. Uh, if I give 1 and 1, okay, line number 3. Um, this will be value, right? I mean, in small v. Okay, so if I give 1 and 1, what's wrong? Um, did I? Okay, it's already there. Mm, okay, so this will be input 2, right? Sorry. This will be input 2. Okay, so now if I give 1 and 1, Z is not defined. Z isn't not defined. This will be Z. Sorry, too much of mistakes. Yeah, so 1 and 1, it will give 2. Okay, that's cool. So, and by the way, getting error is like it's normal. If we get too much of error, good for us to understand the concepts. Okay, so let's get into the styles. Okay, so we will have a container, and this container will having padding to rem, max width of 80%, then margin of 30 pixel, auto 0 auto. Next we'll have background color, this will be ffde03, and next we'll have border radius of 8 pixel. Okay, so let's see. All right, cool. Now we will have to design the button, the necessary stuffs. So we'll justify content center, align items in center, then we'll have margin of 500 pixels, and border will give none, padding of 10 pixel, border radius of 4 pixels, and we will have background color of hashtag ff0266, crimson color. Alright, next we'll have a color of white, or maybe white smoke. Okay, so now we will have to design our inputs to look better. So inp comma inp2. I mean, there are two inputs, right? There are two inputs, so we can design it in one property, like giving comma by using this class method. So dot inp first this class, and after that inp2. I mean this class. Okay. So in the inp in the input we'll give padding of 10 pixel, margin left of 500 pixels, and we will have a border of 2 pixel, and border radius of, and we will calculate with var and minus border radius, and we will multiply it with 1 pixel. Okay, so let me see how it's look. All right. uh it's too big, I guess. So what I have to do over here, is anything wrong? Like, IMP. Oh, sorry, this will be margin left, right? I've given margin llama. Okay, so yeah. So now we will design the our result in P, which will give our result. So in the padding, we'll give 2 rem relative measurement and text align center, font size of 30 pixel, max width of 20%, margin of 30 pixel, auto 0 auto, and we'll have a background color of hashtag 033 6ff, and border radius of 8 pixel. uh, Radius, sorry, yeah. So yeah, there we go. If I give 5 and 5, it should give 10. And if I give anything random like this and like that, it will give. So this was the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like the button and press the subscribe button for the upcoming videos. So yeah, thanks for watching.